Hey there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. And we're here to do episode number 9, my ninth favorite album for the albums for my series we're running for July, which is 31 albums that introduced us to these bands. This is the album that introduced me to this band. Yes, this is Drama. Funny that I was introduced to this band by this album because all the previous albums had John Anderson vocals on it, and this was the first one that didn't. And yet it was my introduction to the band. I absolutely love this album. Initially, I liked it, but I thought it was very different. I had a little bit of time getting into it, but I did like it, especially Tempus Fugit, which absolutely killer song. Eventually, I've grown to love the entire album. There isn't a song on it I don't like. Even people who don't really think that Man in a White Car really is much of a song, I actually like that a lot. It's one of the parts that I used to sing a lot when I do the shower thing. So yeah, absolutely killer. This album is proliferated with some really fantastic guitar playing, among Steve Howe's best guitar playing, I think. Also very different from his style. I thought he was like this when I first heard it. I thought this guy's a great guitar player. I fell in love with him instantly. And then I discovered that his style was vastly different than what was on this album. But this is a killer album. It's pretty heavy for even a Yes album. Lots of killer bass here, lots of killer guitar riffs. That screeching, sliding guitar parts that he does on some of these songs, absolutely killer. I think the keyboards are kind of eerie, a little bit different than you get from Rick Wakeman and stuff. Not as maybe gifted on the keyboards as Wakeman, but definitely using some really kind of different sounds here. I think Jeff Downs did a fantastic job. Trevor Horn, a lot of people didn't like his vocals, but see, I didn't come from that era. I didn't get into Yes till this album, so I did not have that prejudice against Trevor Horn here. I thought he was actually pretty damn good. And Alan White's solid on here as well. So there are, basically I don't really need this. I know the tracks on this album pretty much. There are 6 tracks on the album. Machine Messiah opens it up. Absolutely killer. It's become one of the songs on the album that people have come to love and note as being the kind of face of this particular Yes album. Machine Messiah, very lengthy, lots of good lyrics here. I do like the screeching, hammering guitar here. Just really classic kind of heavy, almost heavy metal progressive rock part to it. Then we got Man in a White Car, which I've already said. It's just a little bitty, but I do like it a lot. And then you get right into another really heavy, very heavy on the bass on this track. Does It Really Happen? For a long time, this was my favorite track on the album. After my initial forte into Tempus Fugit, this became my favorite song on the album. Just really classic kind of Chris Squire sound here going on. Fantastic tune too. Fairly lengthy too, but to me it doesn't feel like it. It's just a fantastic tune. Flip to the other side, or in this case there is no other side, so it's song number 4, Into the Lens. This is a little bit of an outlier for this album and for Yes in general. It's not really it doesn't really sound a lot like a Yes a song. It's very different. I think there's a huge influence by the Buggles here. Horn and Downs both having an impact on this particular track, I think. But it fits in with the sound of the album, which I do like quite a bit. Absolutely killer track. Then you have Run Through the Light. It's got that kind of eerie, kind of weird keyboard part to it. I love the kind of rhythm section here. I love the little guitar bits thrown in here and there. Absolutely killer. And then you end off on an absolute crushing note with Tempus Fugit. Bass line is absolutely fantastic here. I think Steve Howe's guitar on this is just killer, and together the two of them just make a absolutely powerful, almost metal sound to this particular track. I love the vocals by Trevor Horn here, fantastic. This whole song is killer. One of my favorite Yes songs. Love this album. The introduction, it didn't do as well introducing the group as it probably would have now, but over the years it's just continued to grow on me. Probably in my top 3 or 4 Yes albums now. Absolutely fantastic. Drama from Yes. So if you've liked this episode, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Any amount of help I can get, I will gladly appreciate it. If you want to make comments about the Yes album, or about Yes's Drama album, you can do that in the comment section below. Do you feel the same way I do about the album, or maybe you think this is a complete outlier, doesn't fit in the Yes thing at all, shouldn't be a Yes album? There's those two extremes. Most people fall somewhere in the middle. I tend to fall more in the middle. I think of this being a little bit of an outlier as far as Yes goes, but definitely falls within the Yes sound, I think. Anyways, killer album. Hope to see you for the next episode. So please don't forget to hit the notification bell and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. This is Murph saying goodbye. Take care and goodbye.